Greetings, this is the Instrument Sidekick video for the flute. Page 14, opposite notes. Page 14, opposite notes. Alright, so on the top of this page, it mentions a white belt test page. So, I keep track of everything based on everyone having belts, similar to how you would work in the martial arts world. Different colored belts mean the level that you're at. Alright, so this is the page that you have to master to get to white belt. Now, to do any of the tests, to get a white belt, you have to do a test, which means over either in person, if there's in-person classes, or if there's outside of like Zoom classes or whatever, in one of those classes, okay? Not just anytime, anywhere, okay? It's got to be in one of those classes. You'll have to take the test and do it from memory when I give it, okay? So it's got to be from memory, so you won't be able to do it in the same day that you learn it, okay? So, for instance, if you don't watch this video and I teach you this stuff in the class that day, it won't count for a white belt test because it's got to be done from memory at the next one. All right, so obviously you can memorize something you just learned 1 minute ago. All right, so you have to work on memorizing. So it really show me it's been memorized by doing it in the next lesson. All right, so we have to learn how to play C and D. C is on a space, third space up, and D is on the fourth line up, so second one from the top. All right, guys, the line going through there. All right, C is only one in pinky, and D is thumb 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what's interesting is C is one of the only notes I'm going to teach you this year which doesn't use your thumb. All right, D is one of the only notes this year where you're not going to use your pinky, your right hand pinky. Very, very weird. Also, I have little tips here, okay? For C, you can look at this picture here, all right? So you see where I have a couple squares. Those fingers down and nothing else means you're playing C, all right? And then for D, you'll notice I have some circles. If you press all the notes that I wrote and put a circle above, and you don't press the ones with a square, you'll get a D. This is why I call them opposite notes, because you'll see everything that's down for C is up for D. And everything that's down for D is up for C. All right? So it's a weird little trick, okay? So C has first finger and pinky. Okay, so pinky's down, first finger's down, no thumb. Watch out for that, okay? No thumb. Just one in pinky. All right, D, you put all your other fingers down, thumb 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you lift first finger and pinky. Go back to C, so you press first finger and pinky down, lift everything else, including the thumb. Then back to D, put everything down, then lift your first finger and pinky. And you want to work on being able to go back and forth between these notes as fast as you can, okay? And so that's one of the things I'm going to check is how can you go between these notes. C and D, as you can see, are right next to each other in the music. That's third space. That's the fourth line up. Right next to that third space. They're played together a lot. In fact, every song you're probably going to play for me for the rest of the year has the C and D next to each other at some point, either going C to D or D to C or both. So you got to really get used to this particular finger pattern. It's a little bit more challenging. So I'll be happy if we can go at least this fast. Okay, but you can work towards faster. All right, so you have your C and your D. All right, and the white belt test is I'm going to call out patterns of notes that include F, G, A, and C and D, and you have to be able to play that back for me. So if I say play an F and a C. All right, play an A, D, and G. Okay, I'll throw out some different patterns and won't necessarily be those, and I'll see if you can play them. And that is what the white belt test is. Can you play the notes that aren't in a particular pattern that you've already practiced, and you can still find the fingers without needing to look at your fingers to make the switches? Okay, it's challenging. It's going to take some practice. So, have friends practice testing you that way, and practice working on getting ready for that test. Good luck, and may the force be